Hey y'all, Jamie here, proud 56-year-old trans woman from New Orleans. So, where last I left off, today is the day of the air show here in Maine and, well, in the town I live in. And so, if you hear something that sounds like World War III starting, it's an airplane, okay? Now, y'all, where last I left off, me and my ex husband Mickey had gone to Angola, Louisiana to pick up one of my best friends in the entire world, Angel. Angel gave me my name when I was 14 years old. She was one of my best friends ever. Like ever. I loved her dearly. And she had been in prison for 2.5 years on a charge that she was set up. Okay. And she was snitched out because she was selling cocaine because she needed to make money to survive. Okay. Now, Angel had AIDS. And so when she went to prison with AIDS, I was very upset because I didn't know if she would even live to get out. And I sent the guy that put her in prison to prison too. Like I set him up and sent him to prison. So it was a whole thing. There's an episode about it further back. Anyway, we pick Angel up at Angola. It's like 12:30 at night, middle of the night. We're driving down the highway going back to our house in Laplace. And Angel pulls a little wooden box out of her bag. She had like a duffel bag, and she pulls a little wooden box out of it, and out pops a fucking chipmunk. Y'all, I mean, a chipmunk. It was apparently a very rare chipmunk. It was some kind of like, it had like the wings. It was like a flying chipmunk. Not wings, but like the skin on the sides, fanned out and it could glide. It was a glider. That's the right word. Anyway, so Angel had this little chipmunk. She had named it Asia. All right. We had gotten like little Asia. We got little Asia a cage and, all of the things that she would need. Angel used to take this little chipmunk and she would tie a string around its neck and then she would tie the string around her wrist. And this little chipmunk would just jump all over and run all over, and it loved. Angel had beautiful, thick, long black hair. She was Mexican. She had gorgeous hair. And, this little chipmunk would hide underneath her hair on the back of her neck, and just the cutest little thing ever, y'all. So, Angel is staying with me and Mickey, obviously. Where else was she going to go when she first got out? And so she's staying with me and Mickey at our house in Laplace. I'm still working at the Roundup, bartending. And my 27th birthday rolled around. Yes, in May of 1997, I turned 27 years old. And so we decided I wanted to have a birthday party, okay? I had my friend Felina, my dear friend Felina, that I had my production company with. I had one of my oldest friends, Bianca, there that I had met in Houston. We had been friends for years at that point. Angel was there, another lady named Honey Harlow, somebody else named Felicia. Like, there was like just a whole group of us, a whole big group of us, a big gaggle. And so, also, along with the girls, were their other halves. Sorry, hair in my mouth. Their other halves, right? So, my dad showed up. I invited my father to this party, a big old party full of trans women and their other halves. And so my father shows up for this party, right? My little sister was also there. My sister Deanne, who was gay, she brought her lover. So it was her and her wife, me and my husband. Big old gaggle. Y'all get the idea, right? So we're having this party and everybody's drinking and having a good time. My sister Deanne decided to be really sweet and she was barbecuing for me. Like she knew that I wanted barbecue for my birthday. It was all a wonderful, wonderful thing. And so I go inside at a particular part in the party, all right? I go inside and my dad's in there. So my dad's in the kitchen. He had brought over a big thing of beans that, he made. And my dad and I start talking about, what's going on at the party and, bullshitting. My dad mentions Bianca, my friend that I told you I met in Houston years before. Yeah, Bianca was there at the party with her husband. Well, my dad said, gee, your friend Bianca, she really did it right. Like you just wow, she's a knockout. I'm like, oh, okay, daddy. Well, you better like all of that. Then Bianca comes inside a little while later. I go back inside again because I'm running in and out, from the party. Bianca comes inside and she comes up to me and she's like, "Girl, I had no idea your dad was so cute." And I'm like, "Oh, great. My dad and one of my friends are sitting here thinking each other are hot." Yeah, that was just, yeah, that was unusual. It was different. It was definitely eye-opening, right? Now, it was not a big deal. Bianca's been with her husband forever. Like they've been together forever. Like it was not ever going to be anything. My dad wasn't going to make it anything, but the flirtation was something else. So y'all, they surprised me with a Barbie doll birthday cake. It was my dream. I wanted a Barbie birthday cake because I was deprived of that shit growing up, Being a trans kid, you don't get to do all of that shit when you're a little kid. So I get my Barbie birthday cake. And I'm sitting there, I blow out the candle, and I'm sitting there and about to cut the cake. And the next thing I know, Angel and Felina both come up from behind me, grab hunks of the cake, just scoop it with their hands, and shove it in my face and cram it into my mouth. And if y'all want to know what happens next, darling, y'all know the routine. Be here next time, and I will too. I love you all. I love you all for watching, and I love you for the comments. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.